Discussion time, come on grab your mics, we'll talk about some random crap. Power stars and skeleton minion, fun will never end, it's discussion time.
5.
Hey!
1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9.
You can stop now. I've started the podcast, I've confirmed it.
11d12.
Welcome to the other...
Welcome to part 2 of the Smash Brothers is.
They were talking about stages.
Yes, we are.
We wanna just jump right in?
Let's do it. Let's talk about the stages that have been confirmed thus far.
Oh yeah.
This will be like when I introduce the characters, except we'll actually briefly talk about each stage.
Okay.
Because it's not quite as self-explanatory.
Alright.
Okay, there's 2 stages already confirmed for both games. One would be Battlefield, obviously, which because it's in every Smash game. It looks pretty good.
Yeah. It
Has
looks
the daytime
amazing.
changing thing.
Like I think they're going for like kind of a day cycle thing is what it looks like.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of like the tiles, like how the stage itself looks, but I really like the backgrounds.
Oh yeah, the background looks amazing.
Yeah, am I gonna have to put all these in the video?
Maybe.
I don't wanna.
Then don't, bro.
But that would be lazy.
But we are lazy.
Shut up. I'm making a folder for it right now.
Alright.
Okay. I'm making a...
I'm also eating rice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Everyone-
eating food in the middle of recording.
And yet I can't play TF2 in the middle of recording.
Yeah, because F you.
Okay, moving on, we have the boxing ring, which looks also equally awesome.
Yeah, it was introduced in the Punch-Out thing, and
As Sakura has said that there will be 2 variants of the stage, one that has like sort of a Smash Brothers graphical thing, and the other is sort of Punch-Out based, but they'll play pretty much exactly the same.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. And then that's the 2 stages that are confirmed for both versions of the game. We're gonna move on to...
Yay.
Shut up.
For the 3DS.
Shut up.
I'm talking. For the 3DS, Arena Ferox, I believe it's pronounced, is from Awakening.
Which we haven't played. I want to play that, though, because I've heard it's good, even though I'm bad at strategy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it pretty much looks like Battle. It pretty much looks like,
Battlefield?
Battlefield.
Yeah, I'm wondering if, like, the platforms will move or something, or if it'll be like the Fire Emblem stage from Brawl, where they'll have it, like, cycle through different things.
I think that was kind of weird.
I liked that.
Gerudo Valley, because of Ocarina of Time 3D. It looks awesome.
Ethan's very happy because he likes Zelda. It's okay. I don't play Zelda.
Not that much, at least.
They should have gone for, like, one of the early areas in Ocarina of Time so I could understand, like just Link's bedroom.
Like the Link's bedroom.
Link's bedroom.
Young Link would just be sleeping.
No,
there.
Young Link cameos. He's sleeping in it. And if someone jumps on him, he'll wake up and beat the crap out of everybody, and then go back to...
Rainbow Road, which looks a lot like Muse City from Brawl.
I'm very, very happy about this, though. Like, I don't care how they execute it. It's Rainbow Road.
Yeah. That's pretty
There's
cool.
no way they can screw it up.
The Spirit Train from Spirit Tracks, which I think looks cool.
Everyone was starting to rule out Toon Link as a playable character when he was shown driving the train, but apparently if Toon Link's playing, like, if someone's playing as Toon Link, then they'll have, like, a substitute driver, so...
Like Zelda from the game?
No.
Spirit Tracks?
No.
course not.
Some jerk named Alfonso.
Oh, Alfonso. Yeah, I know him.
I don't.
Tortimer Island from New Leaf. I think that's amazing.
Yes.
I don't know exactly what they would do with Tortimer Island.
They'll do something, I'm sure.
And yeah, they'll do something cool.
It looks to me like they're having Tortimer himself as like a stage obstacle or something.
This is interesting. They're doing a stage on the Street Pass game Find Me.
Specifically the sequel to Find Me,
Oh,
actually.
seriously? Specifically the second one. Okay.
Yeah, it's based on the final level of the second one, apparently.
That is...
There's only been one image released, which shows us pretty much nothing of the stage except a cameo from one of the...
The final boss.
Yeah. And then there's a Kid Icarus Uprising stage whose name hasn't been revealed yet.
No.
It looks good though. By the looks, it may oh, there's a thing called a reset bomb, so I assume that's gonna blow things up because it's a bomb.
A Nintendo stage. I still don't know what they would do with that as well, but
I was very happy when they revealed it because I thought Nintendo wouldn't be an assist trophy. I was wrong.
Yeah, apparently. Well, it might still be.
No, they confirmed the Nintendo is an assist trophy as well, which they changed the breed of dog though.
And then we got the mother effing Super Mario 3D Land stage.
I love Mario 3D Land. It's everything people said Galaxy was. It's why does nobody praise this game? It's so good.
Okay, stop.
It's amazing.
It's
amazing, and you should all play it. It looks like it's gonna scroll.
Yeah, we're both looking on the same site, and it says unnamed grassy area. Personally, I think it looks a lot like Donkey Kong.
I didn't even make that connection until I opened up one of the images, and the image's name is SSB4 3DS DK Island. So I'm like,
I did see that, but just from looking at the pictures, you can obviously tell.
I didn't make the connection. I don't know.
You want to introduce the Wii U stages, Johnny?
No, you do it. I hate you. Shut up.
We got the
Shut up. No, shut up.
Dr. Wily's Castle, specifically from the Man of Megas 2. I want you to specifically show this picture of the freaking Yellow Devil.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if the Yellow Devil is going to be a stage obstacle or maybe an assist trophy, just in general. But that's cool.
I hope it's not an assist trophy. That would be maddening. Oh, look, the image has Kirby coming out of the Yellow Devil, and it looks disgusting.
Yes. Garden of Hope.
Kirby looks like a blemish.
Garden of Hope from Pikmin, which I'm glad about. I really like Pikmin.
I really want to play Pikmin. I saw Pikmin 2 used, and I'm like, I should buy this, and then it was $52, and I'm like, nope.
Bro, I don't have the original Pikmin, sadly, but I do have, the motion control one for the Wii.
You should borrow me it.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I'll hook you up.
I want to play. One of my friends has the original Pikmin, and I'm like, okay.
I feel like I have played the original Pikmin, I just don't own it. I personally think the game looks better with motion controls, because with the, you've seen gameplay of Pikmin, yeah?
Yeah.
The cursor that you move around, I believe that's with the C-stick, which that works, but I feel like pointing the Wii remote at it and controlling it works better.
No, I haven't played Pikmin, so I don't know.
A Mario Galaxy stage, which kind of looks cool.
It looks... I don't know if they're gonna have it turn like planets do, but they have Bowser's airship in the background. It looks like. I don't know if that's.
Here's what I think they're gonna do based on the screenshots. Hold on, I'm reading guys.
Shut up.
They're probably going to do like half the planet to begin with, but you can go on the entire circumference of the planet, but it won't show the entire circumference until like someone goes
Oh, like the screen will extend if someone decides to go to like the bottom.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
so
they
just kind
could.
of zoom out.
Yeah. Bowser's airship and Starship Mario are in the background. I don't know if those are just background pieces or if they'll actually come into play, but I don't know. It's a nice touch.
Pyrosphere from Other M.
Yeah.
I've actually played Other M, and I don't know where this is.
Apparently, it's where Samus encounters Ridley. So
yeah,
fun.
I do know what it is. It just looks weird.
It looks weird. Okay. And then Sakurai said there's going to be an enemy from Samus's past. So
Skyloft.
Ridley.
Skyloft.
Skyloft, the enemy from Samus's past.
I think it'll be Kraid.
Guys, dude, everyone shut up. It's gonna be
Kraid.
It's gonna be Dark Samus. It's gonna be Dark Samus.
If it actually is Kraid, that would be amazing.
Like you would have said you called it, and it would be.
Yes, I will. Skyloft again, but it looks different this time.
No, it's not.
Is that?
Oh, yeah, that is. Was Skyloft in the 3DS version? No, I don't think it was.
No, it's a Wii U. This is Wii U exclusive.
Yeah, so why'd you say again, but it looks different?
Brawl. I was implying Brawl.
Skyloft wasn't in Brawl.
Oh, yeah.
Skyward Sword wasn't even out. Get your mind out of...
It looks like the Kid Icarus stage, is what I was implying.
Ah, okay.
I got confused with Skyloft and Kid Icarus.
Good job.
But it does look like Overworld, I think is what it's called.
It does.
Speaking of Kid Icarus,
Palutena's Temple, which has one image and nothing else. Like, nothing about the actual stage, just kind of the background. I don't know. It could work.
Windy Island from Sonic Lost World. Which...
Windy.
Yes, Windy.
It looks like it's gonna have sort of the gravity thing the Mario Galaxy stage has going, where they'll go diagonally.
Well, yeah, because that's also a thing in Lost World, yeah?
Yeah, I know.
I feel like it's going to be similar to Green Hill Zone.
But I think it's going to be essentially like Green Hill Zone, like, turned on its head. But, like, just Green Hill Zone, but with a twist.
Yeah.
Woohoo Island from Pilot Wings.
From Pilot Wings.
Woohoo.
Hulu Island.
Hulu Island.
Subscribe to Hulu today.
I prefer Netflix Island.
Yeah, I do. I don't use Hulu at all. I use Netflix. But that's not important.
Okay, yeah. It's based on Pilot Wings, which... That's a little bit surprising because Pilot Wings hasn't had a game in a while, but it's not quite as surprising when you realize that it was also in
Resort,
Wii Fit and Wii Sports Resort. Wii Fit especially because Wii Fit trainer.
Animal Crossing, not Tortoise
looks like Smashville. Enough said.
But it's the City Folk stage, so like for those of you who have played City Folk, myself included.
I don't like them City Folk.
It basically looks like the layout of like the City Folk village. Like there's a specific layout for it, and apparently you can also go to the city that's in City Folk. Hence why it's called City Folk.
No, wait. You can like go into the. You mean on the Smash stage?
Yes, but I don't think it'll be a playable thing. I think it'll just be in the background.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Or maybe.
But yeah, it basically looks like Smashville.
And then Wii Fit stage.
It has a living Wii Fit balance board.
Yeah, but that's also in the original Wii Fit.
Yeah, so.
I'm serious.
So it's a living balance board. That means it's going to be the best stage in the game.
Okay, now that we're done talking about things that have already been confirmed, speculation time.
Come on, grab your mics.
We'll talk about some
random.
Shut up. What I was curious
with Ethan, Johnny, and absolutely no guest stars. Fun one.
Except for Riley, because he comes a lot and he wanted to be in the.
But he's not here. Riley's dead. Right
he's
now.
not here right now, but
he's working. He's working on. He's working on academics, like a traitor. He's a traitor.
What is that? He's working towards an education? We're lonely.
I wish I had a girlfriend.
So do I. Let's move on from that very sad thing. Okay, let's seriously not go any further to that, because I could do a whole separate podcast on that, but I'd rather not share too much.
I have a feeling you're going to get comments about this.
Oh yeah,
from
I
one
can almost
specific person.
From one specific. It. But
there's going to be comments.
Let's touch briefly on what we were talking about in our last podcast with like the Pac-Man stage.
Yeah.
So like, I think I still stand by the for you guys, it's probably been like a day since that podcast came out, but it's been like 20 minutes since we last talked about that. But my point still remains. They're going to eventually add Pac-Man into it, but he's not going to be anything super serious.
I'm going to make mock-ups of the Pac-Man stage, because I like making Smash stage mock-ups.
Well, because here's the thing. If they do make a Pac-Man stage, do you think it'll be in the Wii U, the 3DS, or both?
I don't know. Probably both.
Because I think it would work better for the 3DS, because it's more simplistic.
Yeah, but like Pac-Man didn't begin on console, nor did it begin on handheld. It began in the arcade.
But what do you think they're going to do?
They could use the full map, which would be awkward.
Well,
they could just have the ghosts.
That would be very awkward, but I feel like that would also be cool.
Yeah, it would be. They could probably. What they'd have to. Holy crap! Video started playing just a minute. What they could do is they could make these spaces between the platforms wider, so there's more room for jumping and whatnot.
Well, yeah, like that could be a thing, but I think that faces the same problem as like the Mario Bros stage. It's just too tight. I think it would just be too tight. And I don't mean tight like cool tight, because I don't say tight as in cool.
Tight. Do you mean that kind of tight?
Kind of.
Ew. Someone made like an image where they essentially just removed the outer border of the stage, which would still be awkward, but
yeah. Like I feel like with every Smash Bros game, I haven't played much of Melee. I have Melee. I have barely played Melee, but it seems like they always have an arcade stage. Like Brawl had Mario Bros and Donkey Kong.
What did Melee have?
I don't know. Like I said, I didn't play much of Melee.
They didn't. I don't think that was just for Brawl.
Okay, but still, like it was in Brawl, so they'll probably do that again.
What I think more so is they have like a stage that instead of just recreating something in HD, they just essentially use the old 8-bit graphics. Like, for instance, the original and Melee both had different Super Mario Brothers stages. Melee
Wouldn't it be cool if they did like an 8-bit stage like that, and the characters from the game like turned into 8-bit sprites?
You mean like the playable characters?
Yes.
That would never work, but yes.
No, like that would never happen, cause then you have to redo every single character, and like it would just be weird.
I'd support them at least like sporting an 8-bit palette. That'd be neat.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Which they won't do because Nintendo isn't quite that ahead of their time.
They won't.
Nintendo like
12
years behind it.
If Nintendo has 8-bit graphics in their game, they'll be ahead of their time, Johnny. Thank you.
Nintendo's not that far behind their time. Come on. Well, yes, they are. Depends. Okay, so we're talking stages, right?
Ooh, what do you think they're gonna do for I know. Like I said, I just completed Metal Gear Solid. What do you think they're gonna do for an MGS stage? Cause they can't do Shadow Moses again.
They could have it returning, but for new stages, I don't know, because I don't play MGS.
I'm kind of leaving you in the dust here, because I don't think you know what I'm talking about. But, like, they could do Shadow Moses again, only, like, they could do the heliport as, kind of a part of the stage.
No idea what you're talking about. I'm going to leave you in the dust now. You explain, then I'm going to do something that'll leave you totally in the dust.
Yeah, like, either put on, like, elevated music at this point. Yeah, like, either the heliport or, like, maybe something from 3, like, maybe the jungle around 3. Or maybe, like, 4. Maybe they're gonna do something from something in 4. Like, I'm trying to think of something right now. Like, they could do the Middle East, I guess, but I don't know. And I think geckos should be included in the stage as an obstacle. I personally think the geckos would be badass having an obstacle, and it would be kind of easy to dodge. And not the stupid scout things from Metal Gear Solid 4. That's really stupid. I hate those things. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, now I'm going to leave you in the dust. They haven't confirmed a Pokemon stage yet.
Yeah, but all the Pokemon stages they've had, they had the Diamond and Pearl one in Brawl.
In Brawl, yeah.
But mostly they've just been Pokemon stadiums. So you think they're gonna do a third one?
Well, the thing is, they've had they have at least one stage per game that isn't a Pokemon stadium. Like in the original, they had Saffron City, and Melee they had just a bunch of random Pokemon balloons floating around. In Brawl, they had the Diamond and Pearl thing.
Yeah.
So what I think they're going to do is they're either going to put in something from Black and White, or they're going to have Castelia City from... Is it Castelia? I don't know. From X and Y. The big city. The one that's based on Paris.
Big city, bro. Yeah, either that or like something from Black and White, because Black and White also has a big city I can't remember the name of.
I was thinking for Black and White, they could throw in the thing, the
Thank you.
Ends Hideout.
Oh, yeah.
Like specifically the Black and White 2 variation.
That could work.
It would be kind of neat though, because in Black and White 2 there's all sorts of like children's toys laying around. Most of them are broken, so.
Yeah. Like for once I actually know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So that's good. I think they should have Lavender Town as a stage, personally, because,
They need to make it 8-bit Lavender Town.
Yeah, and they need to keep the, same, soundtrack, and there should be a Game Boy screen. It should look like a Game Boy screen.
Yeah, they need to do that.
No, they're not gonna make a Lavender Town.
No, I would support them doing like an 8-bit stage that's like you can see the system around it again. Like they did that in Melee with the Game & Watch stage. So I'd love for them to do something like that again.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. But what would they do that with?
Maybe not a retro, maybe not a game even per se. They could do, I was talking about like them having a 3DS stage earlier. I don't know if it was in the last podcast, but they could just have like the 3DS menu.
Oh.
Like they could probably do, I was thinking they could either just
you could,
do
like,
the
jump, like you could jump between the top and bottom screen.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
So like the axis where the 3DS normally folds would be like a platform you can.
Yeah, like I was also thinking like maybe they could do something with the top screen and the 3D aspect of it. Like
yeah, like things would like spawn out of it.
Like I was thinking the characters themselves, it would be like if someone jumped to the top screen, then like the top screen's perspective could be them sort of jumping out of the 3DS and having an extremely limited aspect of the real world, like just a coffee table or something.
But there would still be like a 3DS border around it. So this would have to be for the Wii U. Because if it was on the 3DS version, it would be like 3DSception.
Like, what's happening? But no, either that. My original idea was that somehow the characters could like touch the icons and go to like various things on the 3DS.
Oh, like
the settings and whatnot. Like
kind
the
of
settings
like the WarioWare stage.
No, I was thinking more like
just choose a random thing and then.
Right, but like I was thinking more like there's another stage that was sort of like that. I can't remember, but I think there was another stage that sort of picked things out like that.
Ooh.
It wasn't the WarioWare stage.
I'm trying to remember now. Was it in Melee? Because then I'm never gonna get this.
I think it was in Melee.
Okay, then I'm never gonna get this.
No.
What they call like all the Melee stages in Brawl, like the classic stages?
Yeah, one big problem I had with Brawl was they didn't have any stages from the original.
Then they should do that shit. Get on that shit.
They should put some stages from the original back in, because
not only should they put them from the original, but what do you think they would put in from Brawl?
Oh,
like what was?
Hang on, I'm doing Brawl stage lists.
What were the kind of synonymous ones?
Probably, I think there's a good chance of them throwing the Luigi's Mansion stage back in.
I was thinking the Mennonite's airship.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think that'd be cool.
Maybe the Kid Icarus stage as well.
Yeah. Are we both just Googling stages for it?
Yeah, they're probably gonna...
We've both played the game, it's just that it's good to have, like, a memory of it.
Oh, you know what? You know what stage I love that they might bring back, but probably not?
Delfino Plaza?
No, Mushroomy Kingdom.
Oh, yeah, that was kinda cool. I think they're gonna do that with the 3D Land stage, though.
Right.
Ooh.
Oh, you know what?
That's a good topic. What do you think they're gonna do for the Toon Link stage? Because they had the pirate ship for Brawl.
They have the train.
Oh yeah, they do. Never mind.
I think there's a good chance of them throwing what was it? The thing, the summit.
Oh, Summit?
Yeah. Oh wait, it looks as though they may have had one stage from the original. It was the Corneria thing in the original, because I think it was also in Melee.
Corneria? I don't know.
It's just the giant Star Fox ship.
I love how we have made 2 podcasts so far, including this one, about friggin' Super Smash Bros. And we're like, was Corneria in the original? Is that a thing?
I think it was. I played the crap out of the original for quite some time, so...
Oh, really? Do you have it still?
I don't think I do. I don't think I have it anymore.
Man. Because I think I'm on the edge of finally getting my SNES to work.
Oh, okay. Oh,
New
you know
Pork
what?
City.
No. Yeah, they'll probably. You know what? Corneria wasn't in the original, but Corneria is essentially a smaller version of a stage that was in the original.
Oh, yeah. I remember now.
Like, I knew there was a Star Fox ship stage in the original, but...
Yeah. But, yeah, New Pork City is a good stage. I like New Pork City.
And it's a fairly popular one. Let's see. They'll definitely have a variation of Pokemon Stadium in again.
Spear Pillar, that's what it was called. The Diamond and Pearl thing.
I knew it was called that, I just wasn't referring to it as such.
Oh, I just didn't know.
Because I'm like really big on Pokemon, so.
Oh, of course you are.
If they do add some melee stages back in, what do you think they'll go for?
Probably
Probably
what they've already had. Like, I like Jungle Japes.
I'm gonna look this up because
they're gonna do Temple again. Temple's amazing.
Temple they should. If they don't, I'm gonna be a little. You know what they should have had in Brawl but didn't?
Huh.
The Kirby stage, the Fountain of Dreams thing.
Oh yeah.
The stage is really fun. It looks awesome.
So,
it would look
like,
amazing.
5 times I have played Melee, yeah.
But like the thing if they put it in Smash 4, it would look amazing in HD.
Oh yeah.
Like it looked good for GameCube, but in HD it would just look
amazing for GameCube.
Yeah, it looks so good.
Oh my god, guys, HD graphics.
HD graphics. I'm gonna see what they have for Smash 64. The stage. I should know these.
They had Peach's Castle, yeah.
Oh yeah. They should put that back in.
They should put that back in. That sounds good.
It's probably the most iconic stage from the original.
Mm-hmm.
They had. I know they had the Kirby stage, but They had Congo Jungle.
Really?
The DK stage. The DK. You don't know the DK stage from the original. It's like.
Huh.
It's also probably one of the most. Well, it was in Melee as well, actually.
I may know what you're talking about then.
I'm gonna link you.
I need to get the original, cause like, I have all of the consoles that were on Smash. It's just that if you have ever tried to buy a Smash game, even if it's used, it's like $60 for.
Well, everyone loves Smash. I have Brawl. I used to have the original, and I do have Melee as well.
Brawl isn't for such a high price, like.
Right, because it was.
Yeah.
It probably, if it's off the market, it just got off the market, which I don't think it would be.
Yeah, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, like I tried looking up like a used copy for like the original Smash Brothers, and it was like $50, and I'm like, I'm not paying $50 for a Nintendo 64 game.
Like I would love to have the original again, cause I have Brawl, I have Melee, and the original was great fun, but I just don't. I'm not paying like that much. I'd pay like probably $10-20 for it at most.
$20 for it at most?
10 or 20, probably 10 more realistically.
Mash up our muns and get it together.
No.
Okay.
Because then we'd fight over the cartridge.
Yes. Good observation.
We already discussed why this wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, exactly.
On the podcast too, no less. Okay, stages again.
Stages.
Okay, I'm looking up forum threads and trying to steal people's ideas. Oh, wait, you know what? You know what they should have, but they still haven't had yet, which is rather surprising. Or did they have it? Bowser's Castle.
Oh.
They've done Peach's Castle, but Bowser's they haven't done
what, though?
They could do... I was thinking they could do like it would play like just a normal stage based off Mario platformer, but it would sort of have the appearance of a Mario Kart thing.
You know what would be cool for like Mushroomy Kingdom?
What?
No, they could do something like Mushroomy Kingdom, except it's like the battleships from Super Mario Bros. 3.
Ah, yeah, they should. Everyone loves Mario 3. They're working on putting Mario 3 on 3DS eShop as well, so.
Really?
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done it yet, actually.
I might get that, because the only version of 3 I have is for the Game Boy Advance, and no.
I'm not buying 3 again because I have the original and I have the Game Boy Advance version, so I'm not buying it again.
Yeah.
It's not even my favorite Mario game.
Yeah. By the way, you can check out Power Stars.
That's here too. It's top 10 Mario games.
That'll be in the description below. Enjoy.
No, it won't, because that requires finding the video and linking it, so I'm not gonna.
That will be on his channel. You can go check that out.
Now?
Like
someone suggested a Virtual Boy stage, which I'd love, but it's not happening.
No, it's not happening.
There's supposed to be a Virtual Boy stage in Donkey Kong Country Returns, but it got scrapped.
Yeah, I know that. That was kind of funny.
I really wish Nintendo at least kind of acknowledges the Virtual Boy sometimes, but not often. I'm looking on. There's just an entire Reddit thing for Smash 4 stage ideas. So yeah.
Oh. Wait,
Nightwalk from what? Let's see.
I already discussed MGS. What are other things I care about actually?
Someone says they should make like a new stage for Luigi's Mansion 2, which you should.
Yeah, have you ever played Luigi's Mansion 2?
I haven't even played the original.
Okay, I know you haven't played the original. Have you played 2?
No, I haven't. I haven't played Dark Moon.
I have played both. They are both amazing.
I've heard they're both really good. There's so many games I need to try too.
No, the first one is significantly better, but Dark Moon is still pretty good.
And it has multiplayer.
It does?
Yeah, doesn't it?
I don't know.
I heard there was like multiplayer for it. Yeah, because I saw palette swaps of Luigi in it, and they said there was a multiplayer. Luigi Mansion.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, there's some multiplayer, but it looks like it might be unlockable.
Oh, of course.
Because Nintendo is dumb.
Because Nintendo.
Yes, exactly. Oh, someone said something really good. Duck Hunt based stage.
Like if they actually go through with that, I think that'd be cool.
And someone else added on that make it so the dog comes up and laughs when someone gets KO'd.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Tetris stage, yeah. I'm just trying to think of like random arcade-based stages.
A Tetris stage wouldn't work.
Yeah, it would.
No, it wouldn't. How would it work?
The blocks would fall. They'd essentially just be in the thing, the black place where the Tetris blocks fall.
Okay, yeah, I get that, but I mean.
And I had an idea, like if it was on the Wii U, then the fifth player with the Wii U gamepad could control the Tetris blocks.
Okay, that would be cool.
Yeah, I think they should do stuff like that,
just
like an element of interactivity with stages.
Hey,
like he's just trying. He's not paying attention to the actual players. He's just kind of playing a game of Tetris.
Yeah, he's just like, hey, Nintendo. So you invented this iPad for your new console. How about you actually do something creative with it?
Well, yeah, they did something sort of with that in New Super Mario Bros. U, where the fifth player could make platforms to help everyone out. But I'd like it if they did stuff like that, where the stages had an element of interactivity.
Yeah, like for the Wii U specifically, so they would like get
specifically
more
with
sales.
Yeah.
By the way, you can watch our podcast on Nintendo and the Wii U. It's called Nintendo's Midlife Crisis. That'll also be on Power Stars channel. Enjoy. We should wrap it up here.
Should we? Yeah, we're running out of ideas.
Oh my god, random news story.
You're
You're already on Reddit. Just look something up on Reddit.
I X'd out the Reddit because I didn't need it. I should use Reddit more often though, because
Yes,
I'd
you
never use Reddit. I use Tumblr though. That's something. No, I already used the Batman story.
Yep, we already used the Batman story.
Okay.
Oh,
There's-
Fed.
Okay, here's something.
No, wait, can I do this one? No, wait. If
Let's
I
make it.
If I don't
let's
find
make-
something in like the next 5 seconds.
No, I have a suggestion.
What?
Double feature. Two random news stories.
Alright,
With this.
go.
Okay, I have 2 if you didn't find anything.
No, I got something. I'll find something.
I'm going to use both, but I'm just gonna read the headlines basically. Noisy but gracious alleged heroin dealer invites police inside home, and family hospitalized from eating LSD-laced steak.
How do you lace LSD onto steak?
This is America, Ethan. Or maybe it happened in Australia. I don't know.
I got one.
Yeah, what you got?
In Massachusetts now, like
Massachusetts.
first off, I know you still have your prepubescent mind with you, Johnny. Do you
Okay.
know what an upskirt is?
I have no idea.
So yes, those are like legal in Massachusetts. They are totally legal. They are not legal anywhere else, I believe, but they totally legal. Massachusetts. Fuck Massachusetts.
I have one more thing. There's a Vladimir Putin butt plug.
Unrelated side note, I'm moving to Massachusetts.
Why are you moving to Massachusetts? Oh, no reason.
Because I like Boston.
Genius.
See you on the next one.
I'm Powers, he's Skelly.
I'm not Skelly. Shut up.
This has been our Biddy podcast.
I'm not Skelly.
You are so Skelly.
No, oh my god. That sounds like a really stupid reality TV show. It's just like, you so are Skelly.
You are so Skelly.
Everywhere you look.
You look.
Alright.